Julia had always thought of her marriage to David. Julia had always thought of her marriage to David as perfect, until she met Simon. He was charming, attentive, and everything David wasn't anymore. They had met at a business conference, and what started as harmless flirtation turned into stolen afternoons and secretive conversations. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Julia found herself caught between two worlds, the stability of her family and the thrilling chaos with Simon. One evening, after an affair-filled weekend, Julia came home, guilt gnawing at her insides. David was sitting in the living room, his face drawn with a tired smile. "I know," he said quietly, his voice heavy. "I've known for months." Julia froze, her heart pounding. "What do you mean?" David stood up, walking towards her. "The late nights, the secretive calls. I'm not blind, Julia. I was waiting for you to confess." Tears welled in Julia's eyes, but before she could speak, David continued, "I've been having an affair, too." Julia's breath hitched. "What?" David smiled faintly. "I've been seeing someone for nearly a year. I guess we both got tired of pretending." Julia's heart skipped a beat. "You've been seeing someone? For a year?" she whispered, stunned. David nodded, his face a mix of sadness and acceptance. "I thought you knew. I wasn't going to say anything, but it's been eating me up. We've both drifted, Julia. I guess it was inevitable." Julia's mind raced. She had assumed her affair was her escape, her way out. But now the tables had turned. "Who is she?" Julia asked, voice trembling. David looked down, gathering his thoughts. "Her name's Clara. She's the one who's been helping me with the business, but it's not about her. It's about us." Julia's confusion deepened. "So, what now? We're just done?" David gave a sad smile. "Maybe. But I think there's something you should know." He paused, a flicker of hesitation in his eyes. "The thing is, Clara, she's your sister." Julia's blood ran cold. "What?" she gasped. David nodded, guilt written all over him. "I never wanted to tell you, but I think you deserve the truth." In that moment, everything shattered. Not only had her husband betrayed her, but so had her own flesh and blood.